Hollywood's Caius romance just got loud. After weeks of whispers and a single black and white embrace on Instagram, Jennifer Aniston went Insta-official with hypnotherapist and author Jim Curtis, wishing him a happy 50th with the telltale words, "Happy birthday, my love cherished." The post, tender and minimal, confirmed what fans had only dared to hope. America's eternal crush has stepped back into the light of love. ABC News. .e. And then came his reply, not in comments, but in a carousel of moments. Curtis followed up with his own loved-up post, a sweep of black and white photos from his birthday. Friends. Laughter. And Jennifer wrapped around him from behind as if she'd always been there. His caption, "If this is a dream, I don't want to wake up." It read like a confession and felt like a promise, the kind that flips the internet from rumor to reality in a single sentence. People.com.e. Look closer and the details tell their own story. A cozy couch, microphones in hand. The couple sharing laughs with guests between stolen. Affectionate glances, intimate snapshots that suggest this wasn't a one-night reveal, but a relationship carefully kept under wraps until both were ready. Industry watchers, note the timing. Jen's public birthday tribute first, his dreamy recap second, a 1-2 hard launch that leaves no room for doubt. People.com.ye. This isn't just another celeb soft launch. It's Jennifer Aniston's first truly public romance since the long-ago headline eras, and the reaction is a thunderclap. Celebrity friends cheering in the comments, fans melting in real time, and an algorithm that can't look away. If the summer yacht sightings and quiet joint appearances were the prologue, this is chapter 1, and it's already trending. Ew.com. For more than 2 decades, Jennifer Aniston has lived under the world's most relentless spotlight. The woman whose smile launched 1,000 magazine covers, whose heartbreaks became public property, and whose resilience made her a symbol of quiet grace in Hollywood. After the dust of her past relationships, from the Brangelina headlines that defined early 2000s tabloids to the short-lived romance with Justin Theroux, Aniston had built what seemed like a fortress of solitude. She once told an interviewer, "I'm not lonely, I'm just selective." And for years, that seemed to be her truth. Enter Jim Curtis, a name that, until now, meant very little to Hollywood watchers. A New York-based hypnotherapist, motivational speaker, and author, Jim had built his career far from the flashing cameras that usually orbit around Aniston. His specialty, mindset work, manifestation, and healing. In a city addicted to noise, he was quiet. In a culture obsessed with fame, he was grounded. Their worlds collided quietly in late 2023, through mutual friends within the wellness and self-improvement circuit. While Jennifer was experimenting with meditation and energy therapy, Jim was guest lecturing at events about emotional alignment, a shared philosophy. Self-growth after pain became their first connection. Unlike her past romances, this one didn't come with red carpet premieres or paparazzi setups. Friends say it grew in whispers, shared dinners, laughter over music, long conversations about work, loss, and renewal. By early 2024, the two were spending weekends together at Jen's Los Angeles home, where Jim reportedly blended in with her closest circle of friends, many of whom described him as a calming presence and good for her spirit. He wasn't chasing the spotlight. He was helping her escape it. When the tabloids first noticed them leaving a restaurant in Santa Monica that spring, fans dismissed it as another rumor. But those who followed Aniston long enough noticed the subtle shift, the softer energy in interviews, the quiet smiles, the slightly different glow. And so, for months, they kept it private. No red carpets, no statements, no leaks, just life. Until now. With one Instagram post and one simple line, "If this is a dream, I don't want to wake up." The woman who once guarded her heart like glass finally opened it again. The moment Jennifer Aniston went Instagram official, Hollywood's calm cracked. Within minutes, her post crossed 1 million likes and headlines erupted across every major outlet. Jennifer Aniston finds love again. Meet Jim Curtis, the man who stole Jen's heart. the internet had a new obsession. For years, Jen's love life had been off limits, protected by silence and polite deflection. But this time, she didn't just hint. She declared. And in doing so, she ignited a firestorm of attention she hadn't seen in nearly a decade. The reaction was instant and emotional. Fans filled the comments with joy and disbelief. I can't believe it, she finally looks happy again. Protect this woman at all costs. After everything she's been through, she deserves this. Others scrolled through every photo, dissecting details. The way Jim looked at her, their matching smiles, the body language of two people genuinely in sync. But the media, ever hungry for contrast, began to dig deeper. Who exactly is Jim Curtis? Is he ready for the intensity that comes with dating America's sweetheart? Can a wellness expert from New York survive the Hollywood hurricane that follows Jennifer Aniston? Journalists resurface quotes from Jen's past, interviews her reflections on heartbreak, aging in the public eye, and her longing for authenticity. Suddenly, every word was reinterpreted through a new lens. Even Jim's old podcast interviews began trending overnight. Clips of him discussing manifesting love and healing from trauma went viral, feeding a narrative that he had, in a sense, manifested Jennifer Aniston herself. Meanwhile, paparazzi set up camp outside Jen's Bel Air home, turning her driveway into a circus once again. But unlike her younger self, Jennifer didn't hide. She was seen smiling, even waving to photographers.com, composed, almost amused. Jen has nothing to prove anymore. One insider told People, she's happy. She's in control of her story for the first time in years. Still, the timing of the reveal left everyone guessing. Why now? Some say it was about freedom. After years of shielding her personal life, she wanted to live without pretending. Others believe it was strategic, a way to silence tabloid speculation before it spun out of control. But the truth may be simpler. Maybe love, when it's real, no longer needs hiding. As one fan wrote beneath Jim's dreamy post, it's rare to see someone who's been through so much still believe in magic, and maybe for Jennifer Aniston. That's exactly the point. It's been days since Jennifer Aniston broke the internet, yet the waves haven't stopped. Her name dominates social feeds, talk shows, and morning news cycles. For once, though, the narrative isn't heartbreak, it's hope. The Hollywood response, an outpouring of love, came from her inner circle. Courtney Cox, her longtime friend's co-star, left a simple but telling comment under the post. He looks at you the way we all should. Reese Witherspoon reshared a clip of Jen laughing at an event with the caption, "She deserves this joy." In an industry that thrives on scandal, this moment of genuine happiness feels almost rebellious. There's no PR stunt here, no movie to promote, no press tour, just a woman quietly reclaiming her right to love in peace. Even the tabloids, usually quick to stir chaos, seem caught off guard. Instead of cynical takes, headlines are soft, almost tender. Jennifer finally smiles again. A love that feels real. The media frenzy. Still, fascination comes with a cost. Paparazzi photos of Jen and Jim leaving a Malibu restaurant hit the internet within 48 hours, instantly trending. The photos told a simple story, casual clothes, matching smiles. No entourage, but fans devoured every pixel. Entertainment blogs began speculating about the depth of their connection. Was Jim moving to Los Angeles permanently? Would they attend events together? Was this the one that would last? Aniston, however, remains unfazed. She's seen heading to her morning workouts, grabbing coffee, smiling at cameras without answering a single question. Her team, according to sources, has been clear. Jennifer's focus is happiness, not headlines. Fans' emotional reaction. On social media, fans are treating her new relationship like a personal victory. For millions who watched her navigate decades of public love stories, this feels like closure, a long overdue chapter of peace. Under Jim Curtis's post, One follower wrote, "I've never been so happy for a celebrity. I don't even know." Another said, "Seeing Jen loved like this, it's healing for all of us who've rooted for her." It's a rare moment where Hollywood and the internet agree. This story isn't about drama. It's about timing. After years of being cast as the woman who lost, Jennifer Aniston has finally become the woman who chose love, peace, and herself. And that's why the world can't stop watching. In the whirlwind of hashtags, paparazzi, flashes, and headlines, Jennifer Aniston stands remarkably still. No denial, no overexposure, just calm. After years of being the headline, the one left behind, the eternal single, the heartbreak heroine, she's finally written her own ending. Or perhaps her beginning. The woman who once embodied the loneliness of fame now radiates something different. Serenity. Friends say she's lighter, freer, that she spends mornings meditating, evenings cooking, and weekends laughing more than she has in years. It's the kind of balance that can't be faked, not even for Hollywood. Redefining the narrative. For decades, Jennifer's personal life was treated like public property. Every ring, every rumor, every red carpet glance became fuel for global speculation. But this time, there's no script, no heartbreak ballad, no PR campaign, no damage control. She simply shared a moment of joy and let the world feel it with her. Jim Curtis, in turn, has brought something rare into her orbit. Stillness. He's not a celebrity, not a mogul, not a co-star, but a man whose profession is literally about peace of mind. To some, it's poetic justice. To others, divine timing. This pairing isn't about status, it's about energy. It's the quiet chemistry of two people who've both spent years learning how to be whole on their own, finally choosing to be whole together. A symbol beyond Hollywood? For fans, Jennifer Aniston's love story has become something bigger than romance. It's a reflection of resilience, proof that joy can bloom again, even after decades under scrutiny. Her journey mirrors that of countless women who've been told they're too late, too public, or too complicated for new beginnings. And in true Aniston fashion, she doesn't preach it, she simply lives it. Her story reminds the world that love isn't about perfection or timing. It's about permission. The permission to heal, to hope, and to try again. The last frame. As the curtain falls on this week's frenzy, Jennifer's last word isn't a post or a quote, it's an image. A black and white photograph, smiling beside Jim Curtis. Microphones in hand, both mid-laugh, unscripted, unfiltered, unbothered. It's not the Hollywood comeback anyone expected, but it's the kind of happiness that no headline can define. Because sometimes the most powerful thing a star can do is stop performing and simply live.